Our next story is from Shanghai, China's biggest Wuhan virus hotspot. And why just China? Perhaps the world's biggest hotspot. 21,000 cases were reported today in just one day, and it's a record high. But numbers don't even begin to describe the picture. Shanghai is struggling, so much so that China is moving patients out of the city. Tens of thousands of people have been transported, and these are people who tested positive. Why are they being moved out? Because Shanghai has no room for them. The quarantine centers are overflowing, so China is building more isolation camps outside Shanghai. According to one report, 30,000 Shanghai residents were sent to Zhejiang alone. That's what you get with zero COVID, zero success, total chaos. A fierce pushback has begun. Locals are venting on healthcare workers. Earlier today, we got a video. Take a look at this. This time, even Beijing could not hide the public anger. Such outpouring of dissatisfaction is rare in China. What has made it worse is the heavy-handed approach of the Communist Party. I'm going to show you a video, but before I do that, I must tell you that this footage is graphic. We advise viewer discretion. And these images are from Shanghai. A man had tested positive here. He was taken away by the local authorities. While they were taking him away, his pet closely followed him. That's when a healthcare worker picked up a stick and beat the dog to death. Barbaric and inhumane. That's the only way to describe what's happening in Shanghai. Healthcare workers have the license to do whatever they please. They can resort to extreme measures if needed. And this approval has come straight from the top. Earlier, a Chinese Vice Premier had visited Shanghai. He said officials must focus on eliminating cases, quote-unquote, without hesitation. And here is what it led to. Parents were separated from children if they tested positive. Pictures from the Shanghai Public Health Center are going viral. They're on your screens now. Reports say these are children whose parents tested positive. They were separated from their families and taken to a health center. Apparently, there are 10 nurses taking care of 200 children. These are heartbreaking pictures. China says these children have now been reunited with their families, but multiple reports contest this claim. What happened to China's public health capacities? What happened to building hospitals overnight? The entire health system is overwhelmed because of the Omicron variant. There is a serious shortage of food. We've shown this to you before, how people are fighting for supplies in Shanghai. They're now protesting, and Beijing is trying to silence them. Here is a video that you may have seen. Shanghai residents protesting from their balconies and demanding supplies. Suddenly a drone appears. Yes, a drone, and it makes an announcement. Please comply with COVID restrictions. Control your soul's desire for freedom. Do not open the window or sing. This is what the drone is saying. And this is what it has come down to. These people don't have food to eat, but their government is sending drones to silence them. More than 2 years after China unleashed the virus on the world, the Chinese state still cannot get its priorities straight. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.